Okay, let's start today's lesson. Today we're going to learn about IELTS reading. I'll teach you several basic techniques in IELTS reading. Let's go. For the brief overview, IELTS reading length almost 1 hour. We have 40 questions. What our task is to read the passage and answer the questions. In general, IELTS reading is testing your understanding of written English, and basically it tests your knowledge of vocabulary. Okay. Next, for the basic exam techniques, here you go. First, don't read the passage first. Just read the title. After that, you go to the first questions. You underline the keywords in the question. And after that, you go to the reading passage. Search for those keywords in the question in the passage. You have to underline them if you find the keywords in the paragraph. After that, read that part of the passage carefully and try to get the answer. Okay, if you guys have questions, just let me know, okay? Next, you have to read at normal speed, or you could skim or scan for numbers or names, because basically numbers or names is easy to find. So you could just have to skim or scan, read the paragraph, but overall you have to read at normal speed, so you're not losing any context or the meaning of the passage. And the next is you have to miss any difficult questions because we only have limited time. Jadi untuk semua pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang sulit ditinggalkan aja dulu. You have to do the easy one sampai selesai. Habis itu balik lagi ke pertanyaan yang sulit. Oke? Nah, untuk selanjutnya beberapa tips yang perlu kita ketahui adalah first, find the main idea. Biasanya kita dapat pertanyaan-pertanyaan tentang headings atau pertanyaan-pertanyaan tentang which words describe the most about the paragraph. Nah, untuk bisa lebih mudah you find the main idea, biasanya kita baca aja first sentence atau topic sentence. First sentence, it means that the topic sentence or the sentence that introduces the whole paragraph. What is the whole paragraph talk about, okay? If you can't find the answer in the first sentence, you need to read the whole paragraph. It could be in the middle of the paragraph or at the end of the paragraph. So, nggak perlu skim atau scan, you have to read at normal speed aja. Yang penting jangan terlalu lama juga membaca untuk menyerap satu-satu, itu jangan gitu juga. You'll be waktu kita akan tersita banyak kalau kayak gitu caranya. Nah, so let's practice everyone. Send me your answer through private chat. Here is the first question. Find the main idea. You have 30 seconds. This is the reading passage and this is the question. Which one is the correct main idea? Okay, you have 30 seconds. Start from now. Okay, time's up. So, anyone could tell me what is the answer?
Maybe B, Miss.
B, okay. Let's see your answer in chat. B, okay. Okay. C or D. Okay. Mr. Zaror. Mr. Zaror, are you there?
Yeah.
Could you please explain why you answer is A?
Because the first sentence, I just read the first sentence.
Mm-hmm. Which
Then
one?
I focus to modern science.
Oh, here, modern science. Okay, good job. How about Miss Claudia? Miss Claudia, could you please explain why you answer C or D?
Yes, because I think the whole paragraph is not only talk about modern scientists or pioneers, but also focus on Gilbert itself.
Okay, good point. Actually, the answer is B, pioneers of the early science. Why? Because if you see the first answer here, the paragraph says that two great pioneers of modern science, Galileo and Gilbert, and the rest of it talk about Gilbert and his invention in modern science. Actually, it talk about their pioneering in the early science. Not this is not talking all about Gilbert only, but his invention as the pioneers of modern science. Okay, so the correct answer must be B. Biasanya A, C, and semua jawaban yang ada di sini itu pasti ada di dalam paragraf ini. Jadi kita harus berhati-hati. You have to be careful to choose the correct answer. Okay? Next, let's see the next question. You have 30 seconds. Don't forget dibaca dulu pertanyaannya, baru kemudian ke reading passage. Okay? Your time start now. Send me your answer through chat. Yeah, good job, Mr. Noval, Miss Claudia, Mr. Rido, good job. Miss Wiwin, good job. Okay, guys, your time's up. Miss Patika, okay. Nah, okay, Mr. Zaror, okay. Okay, everyone, you guessed the correct answer. The correct answer is C, early years of Gilbert. Anyone could explain why? How about Mr. Rido? Could you explain why your answer is C?
Because by looking the first sentence, we know about the first idea, Gilbert's birth predate Galileo, and then the second sentence explain about Gilbert's again. After that, and the next sentence, it seemed to explain about Gilbert. So I think the answer is the best.
Yeah, okay. Good job, everyone. You guessed the correct answer. The answer is C, early years of Gilbert. Here we have Gilbert's birth predate Galileo, born in, it talks about Gilbert background, okay? Okay, guys, let's go into the next exercises. Here we have the main idea, 1, 2, and 3, and this is the paragraph. Okay, you have 2 minutes to find the paragraph matching. One belongs to A, B, or C, two belongs to which one, okay? Your time start now. Send me your answer through chat. Good job, Mr. Rido. You guys have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Good job, Miss Fatika. Good job, Miss Claudia. Good job, Mr. Noval. It's easy, right, guys? Almost you have the correct answer. Okay, time's up. So, who can explain what is the answer for number 1? How about Miss Fatika?
Number 1 is about research method.
Okay, the answer is
C.
okay. See here. So where we can find the keywords?
His research method and revolutionary.
Yes, good job. His research method was revolutionary. Revolutionary, it means new. Okay, scientific research method. Here we have this one. Kalaupun kita baca sampai akhir, ini juga menjelaskan bahwa ada sesuatu yang baru yang ditawarkan dari research-nya si Gilbert ini. Okay? Number 2, how about number 2? Anyone could explain? Okay, how about siapa yang belumnya? Mr. Ilham?
Okay.
Mr. Ilham?
Yes. Number 2 is about the change focus of interest, Gilbert interest.
Okay.
The sentence.
The answer is A.
A. Yes.
Okay.
Mention about the interest in the beginning is chemistry, but later change to the larger portion of mysticism.
Okay, so here jelas ya, it's clear that Gilbert has changed his focus, so the main idea should be about Gilbert focus changing, okay? Good job. How about number 3, Miss Wiwin, could you explain? Miss Wiwin? Miss Wiwin, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, discovery about magnetism on the answer is B.
Okay, the answer is B. Where can I find the answer?
For the two paragraph sense, yeah, nature of magnetism on electricity.
Oh, here, this one. He investigated the nature of magnetism and electricity. Okay, good job. The answer, number 3, the answer is B. You guys could see this. He investigated the nature of magnetism and electricity. It means that he discovered magnetism. Okay, good job, everyone. Next, lanjut. Here, the answer. You guys found the correct keywords and the correct paragraph. Nah, next, we have to learn about the keywords. Keywords could be in the form of nouns, verbs, and adjective. Keyword means that a word that has specific meaning. For example, like computer, pretty, ugly, use, or research. Those words ini punya makna semuanya. Lain halnya kalau kita ngomong tentang while, are, is, itu secara gramatikal dia melengkapi kalimat di bahasa Inggris tapi nggak punya arti yang spesifik. So, keyword itu adalah kata-kata seperti ini yang memiliki arti yang spesifik. Jadi itu yang biasanya kita harus garis bawahi pada pertanyaan dan kemudian kata-kata ini yang akan kita cari ke dalam reading passage. Next, how to find keywords? You have to identify nouns, verbs, and adjectives in the question. After that, you have to read the passage or the paragraph. If you find the exact keywords or keywords in the form of the synonym in the reading passage, you have to stop. Read that paragraph that contains the keyword. Okay, you have to zoom in the paragraph and then you have to understand the meaning of the context of that sentences in the paragraph yang ada keywords-nya. Nah, kalau misalnya kita udah dapat kata-kata keywords dalam reading passage, you have to go back and forth between that sentence yang ada keywords-nya dengan pertanyaan yang mengandung keywords tersebut. Keduanya harus memiliki arti yang sama atau dalam konteks yang sama. If you find that the same between the questions and also the reading passage, so the answer must be there, okay? Nah, for example, kayak gini. Questions, number 1, number 2, number 3. We have to identify the keyword, and after that, this keyword akan kita cari di dalam reading passage. Biasanya, dia berbentuk kata yang sama atau dalam bentuk sinonim. Contohnya, keyword pertama ini, terus di reading passage kita dapat keyword, tapi dalam bentuk sinonim. Kemudian yang kedua, keywordnya kita dapat juga dalam bentuk sinonim, dan yang ketiga, keywordnya dapat juga dalam bentuk sinonim. Kayak beginilah kira-kira gambaran pada saat kita searching keyword di reading passage. Okay, now let's practice. Send me your answer through private chat. Here are the questions. First, what is the number of children that the New England Journal of Medicine study? At the second, at what age can the child stop eating peanuts for a year if it has consumed peanut snacks within the first 11 months of life? Di sini saya udah garis bawahi, udah tandain yang mana keywords-nya. Number of children, New England Journal of Medicine study. Yang kalian akan lakukan pada saat menjawab reading passage adalah you have to find the keywords in the questions. After that, find the keywords in the reading passage or the synonym. Okay? Silakan dilihat lagi. And here are the passages. You have 40 seconds to answer this. Send me your answer through private chat. Your time start now. Send me your answer through chat ya. Miss Fatika, good job. Mr. Rido, good job. Okay guys, your thumbs up. Mr. Zaror, good job. Mr. Novel, good job. How about, okay, Miss Win, good job. Please don't send to everyone, guys. Your answer could be seen by others. Send it to me, to English Studio Media, okay? Okay, good job, Mr. Ilham. Let's see the next question. Here's the answer. The New England Journal of Medicine study looked at 550 children. So the answer is 550 children, okay? And this is for the number 2. The question for number 2, you have 40 seconds. Start from now. Please send chat to me privately to English Studio, to the host. Mr. Rido, okay. Miss Wiwin, okay. Miss Fatika, okay. Miss Claudia, okay. Mr. Ilham, okay. Mr. Novel, okay. Good job, guys. Time's up. So the answer is 5. Here we have the answer. Then at the age of 5, they can afford to stop eating the food entirely for a year. Okay, guys. By the way, you guys cukup cepat juga ya. Good job, everyone. Now let's more practice. Identify keywords in the question. You have to identify keyword first. Find the keywords in the reading passage and answer the question. Okay. Here are the questions, and this is the reading passage. You have 2 minutes. Send me your answer through private chat. Your time start now. Don't forget, identify the keywords first. After that, you go through the di paragraf. One minute left. Thirty seconds left. Okay, no one send me the answer. Okay, we have the answer here from Mr. Rido. Let's see. Number one, okay, correct. Number two, correct. Number three, correct. Mr. Rido, good job. Mr. Novel, how about Mr. Novel? Mr. Novel, please check your number two and number three. Miss Fatika, please check your number two. Miss Claudia, please check your number three. Mr. Zaro. Okay, Mr. Zaro, your number one is correct. I still need your number two and number three. How about Mr. Ilham? Please check your number one. Yeah, please check your number one. Miss Wiwin, please check your answer. Okay, guys, I add 1 minute to check your answer. Lihat dulu baik-baik. Okay, time's up. Let's see. Number one. Anyone can tell me what is the answer? So let's start with siapa nih yang belum? Miss Wiwin. Halo, Miss Wiwin. Miss Wiwin, are you there? Okay, Miss Claudia, could you please explain number one?
Yes. Number one is C.
Number one is C, Jules Verne. So where can I find the answer?
I think probably at the third paragraph.
The third paragraph here.
The giant
Okay.
squid continue to dominate stories of sea monster with the famous 1870 novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne.
Good job. You found the correct paragraph. Here we have the giant squid continue to dominate giant squid. We have the giant squid here. Who wrote a novel about the giant squid? Giant squid here. And this is the giant squid with the famous novel. Here we have novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. So the correct answer must be Jules Verne. Okay, guys. Emily Alder, Edith Reader, Emily Alder. Here di sini bukan jawabannya. Sedangkan Emily Alder, where is Emily Alder? Here, ini juga bukan jawabannya. Okay? This is not the answer. The correct answer for number one is C, Jules Verne. How about number two? Number two. Number two. Oh, wait. Mr. Zaror, are you there?
Number 2, based on second paragraph, it has 8 slashing arms and 2 slashing tentacles.
Okay, so we have 8 lashing arms and 2 slashing tentacles. What of the featuring body parts Mollusks doesn't have? Okay? Dia bilangnya ada lashing arms and 2 slashing tentacles. Berarti 2 tentacles ada growing straight out of its head and it's got serrated suckers. Ini ada, but not smooth suckers. Okay, guys, not smooth suckers. It has suckers, but not smooth. That can latch onto the slings of prey, and it's got a parrot beak. We have beak. Di sini. Terus yang lain ada apa? Eye of the size of your head, jet propulsion system, and 3 hearts that pump blue blood. So the answer must be C. Smooth suckers. Doesn't have, okay? So the mouse doesn't have smooth suckers. Okay, guys. How about number 3? Mr. Nova, could you please explain? Mr. Nova?
Okay, I think it's from the paragraph 4.
Okay,
The
here.
sentence was, this creature was scary enough.
Okay.
So I think the answer is supposed to be C, scary.
Yes, good job. You find the right answer and the right paragraph. Here, which of the following applies to the book is Kraken? Weird, harmless, scary. Here we have the monster needed no embellishment. This creature was scary enough, and Fern ini yang penulis Krakish, incorporate as much fact as possible into the story. So, which of the following applies? It must be scary. Harmless nggak mungkin? Karena dari awal, kalau dibaca dari awal sampai terakhir sini, ini semua berbicara tentang how scary is the kraken or the giant squid. Okay, guys, nih di atas pun ada the huge mollusk take part of place as the personification of the terrors of the deep sea. Terrors, hampir mirip-mirip dengan scary. Okay? Okay, guys, kalau ada yang ingin ditanyakan silakan langsung aja ya. Let's go to the next. Here we have the answer. You guys have the correct one. Here number 3. And the last one is synonym. Tadi synonym ini berkaitan erat dengan keywords. Biasanya keywords ini in the question are usually in different forms than the keywords in heading text. Synonym is a word having the same or literally the same meaning as another word in certain context. Oke, teman-teman pasti udah tahu secara general keywords itu kayak gimana, synonym itu kayak gimana. So let's practice. Send me your answer to private chat. You have to find the synonym. Here we have 10 words. Each of these has their synonym here in the reading passage. You have to find them. Send me your answer. You have 2 minutes. Your time. Start now. Mr. Zara, your number 10, okay? That's the correct answer. 1 minute left. Thirty seconds left. Kita tambahin 1 menit lagi ya. Okay, 1 minute left. Thirty seconds left. Send me your answer. Three, two, one, stop. Let's see your answer, guys. Okay, Mr. Rido. Number 1, okay. Number 2, okay. Number 3, you have to check your number 3. Number 4, okay. Number 8, okay. Number 9, okay. Number 10, okay. Miss Patika, number 1, okay. Number 2, okay. Number 3, okay. Number 4, okay. How about others? Gimana yang lain? You need additional time, guys. Oke, saya tambahin 1 menit lagi ya. Yang belum silakan dilihat lagi. 1 menit lagi dari sekarang. Kalau dapat jawabannya, kirimin ke saya through chat. Thirty seconds. Okay, time's up. So let's see, number 1. Okay, guys. Let's see first one. Mr. Rido. Mr. Rido, what is the answer for number 1?
It is big.
Sorry?
It's a big.
Okay. Good job. Number 1 is big. Huge is big. Miss Patika, how about number 2?
Unharmed.
Unharmed. Good job. Mr. Zaron, how about number 3? Mr. Zaron?
Sorry. I don't know number 3.
Number 3, capital. Anyone know?
Fun. Maybe, Miss.
Yes, good job. Capital is funds. Miss Wiwin, are you there? Miss Wiwin? Miss Claudia? Miss Claudia?
Yes, Miss.
How about number 4?
Number 4 is founder.
Good job. Inventor is founders. Mr. Ilham? Mr. Ilham, are you there? Mr. Novel? Anyone could answer number 5? Objection? No one? Okay, objection is reluctance. Okay? Objection is reluctance. Number 6? Anyone could answer?
Inability, maybe, Miss.
Yes, incompetence is inability. Good job. How about number 7? Evaluate.
Runaway.
Runway. Anyone have different answer?
Figure out.
Figure out. The answer is figure out. Evaluate is to figure out. Okay. How about number 8? Paid.
Both.
How about number 8? Paid. Both. Okay. Buy. Pay. Okay. Number 9. Choose.
Deciding.
Good job. Choose is deciding. You hesitate, but that's the correct answer. And how about the last one? Exclusive.
Private.
Yes, that's private. Good job, everyone. Ini agak sulit ya, karena intinya dalam reading itu, you have to enrich your vocabulary. Karena kalau misalnya kita nggak tahu apa makna dari suatu kata yang ada di paragraf, bisa-bisa kita lost jawabannya. Jadi saran saya, setiap teman-teman dapat kata baru seperti ini, dapat sinonimnya, you write down. Jadi kita akan ingat kalau misalnya siapa tahu kita dapat kata-kata yang sama. Oke, guys, next the synonym. You have to find the synonym of swindler. Okay, swindler. Here is the paragraph. You have to find the synonym of swindler. You have 1 minute. Start from now. Swindler. 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 30 seconds. Okay, we have the answer. Good job, Mr. Rido. Swindler. Mr. Novel, you have to check your answer. Okay, guys. Miss Patika, okay. Mr. Zaror, you have to check your answer. Okay, time's up. So, swindler, it means that ada ER di belakangnya. Biasanya itu merujuk pada seseorang. Okay? Mr. Claudia, that's the correct answer. Good job. So, the answer is swindler, it means that deceivers. Kalau bahasa Indonesianya penipu. Swindler, the synonym is deceivers. Okay, guys? Yang lain udah benar, tapi swindler ini lebih mengarah ke orangnya. So, the correct answer must be deceivers. Bukan deception, bukan deceive, tapi deceivers. Okay? Ini pelakunya nih. Nah, next, you have to find the synonym of acumen. Acumen. Remember this word? Acumen. And this is the paragraph. You have 1 minute. Start from now. Acumen. 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 If you find the correct answer, send me through chat. We have the answer here. Good job, Mr. Rido. Ms. Fatika, please check your answer. 30 seconds left. Ms. Claudia, please check your answer. Read again. Mr. Novel, good job. 10 seconds left. Okay, guys, time's up. So, acumen means that in Indonesia we call it kecerdasan. Okay, so the correct answer is must be intelligence. Acumen, the synonym of acumen is intelligence. Okay, guys, I think that's all for today. Untuk next lesson, kita akan go through detail masing-masing dari types of question. Here we have gap fill, true, false, not given, yes, no, not given, multiple choice, matching paragraph headings, matching paragraph information, matching sentence endings, matching other features such as names, and short answers questions. Nanti di minggu-minggu berikutnya kita akan pelajari ini satu persatu, tentunya juga dengan teknik-teknik untuk menjawab masing-masing jenis pertanyaan. Untuk hari ini kita belajar umum dulu, secara umum apa yang harus kita lakukan di reading task. Kalau misalnya teman-teman ada yang ingin ditanyakan sebelum kita tutup, silahkan. Adakah yang ingin ditanyakan, everyone? By the way, bisa di-unmute loh ya, voice-nya. Oke, guys, ada yang ingin ditanyakan nggak ya? Dari pelajaran kita hari ini, kira-kira teman-teman ada yang bingung nggak?
Mungkin yang cari sinonim itu, Miss.
Yang cari sinonim ya. Kalau cari sinonim emang harus perbanyak vocabulary kita emang harus banyak. Karena intinya reading test itu emang ngetes how rich our vocabulary gitu. Ada rekomendasi untuk belajar sinonim, pakai thesaurus aja. Kalau misalnya teman-teman lagi nyari kata atau misalnya dalam bahasa Indonesianya ini apa ya? Nah, kalian cari di Oxford juga ada sinonimnya, ada Oxford Learner Dictionary atau thesaurus. Jadi teman-teman tinggal ketik aja terus liatin sinonimnya apa. Yang paling penting adalah jangan hanya diliatin aja. Kalau secara pribadi saya lebih gampang ingat kalau misalnya saya tulis juga. Jadi pada saat saya cari satu kata, saya nggak hanya cari artinya aja, saya cari sinonimnya, saya cari kira-kira kata ini collocation-nya dengan kata apa. Jadi satu kata itu kita udah tahu secara menyeluruh. Dia collocation-nya apa, sinonimnya apa, antonimnya apa. Terus kira-kira biasa dipakai di idiom yang mana. Nah, ini nggak hanya membantu teman-teman di reading, tapi membantu juga pada saat speaking nanti. Untuk reading perbanyak vocabulary itu intinya sih sebenarnya. Okay, guys. I think that's all for today. I hope you enjoy today's learning and see you next week on the reading Zoom. Okay? Kalau untuk reading kita pakai Zoom aja ya, lebih enakan pakai Zoom kayaknya. Okay?
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you everyone. See you.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye. You.